Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we are back on World of Warships Legends. Today I am back in the saddle in none other than the Tier 7 tech tree American battleship, the Kansas. The good old classic, slow yet powerful Kansas. Now, we are on Haven. It is a domination mode and we are on the left side towards Bravo, and we're going to come out here and we're going to cycle these guns and see what we can do, okay? And this game is going to be a pretty good damage number at the end of it. I actually haven't played the Kansas in a while. I decided to take it out last night. Just once. I only played one game, and this was the game I got. So, good thing I recorded it for you guys, and I hope you all do enjoy it. So let's talk a little bit about the Kansas and why I like this ship a lot. Well, the Kansas, number one, has 16-inch guns, and it has a lot of them. It has 12 in total. 12 16-inch 50 caliber guns that are very, very good if RNG allows it. Like, obviously it's a battleship at the end of the day, so this ship still suffers from being a battleship. Now, there is a broadside Nagato out here, and we are going to shoot a shot out there. And we have a, spotter up too, so that's going to hopefully get some nice grouping. And it looks okay. And pow! Absolutely deleted. 32,000 damage with no Citadel, by the way. No Citadel hit. And we hit that man for 32,000 damage. 8 penetrations. That's crazy. 8 hits, 32k. That's a pretty good shell to damage ratio, if you don't mind me saying so. But yeah, the Kansas has great guns, as you guys can see, so long as the shells go where they need to. Now, that's really about it. That's like the only good thing about the Kansas, other than maybe the AA. Overall, the firepower in general is good. It is good. Now, let's talk about some of the downsides with the Kansas. Number one, the speed. Obviously, the speed, not very good, okay? You're slow, you're sluggish, and that is one of the major downsides. Also, another downside about the Kansas is the armor. The armor scheme's kind of bad because all that superstructure and freeboard and everything results in you usually getting penetrated a lot. Or if not, Citadel, that medium to longer ranges. So you have to be careful in the Kansas, otherwise you're just going to get beamed and creamed and sent back to port. Now, speaking of beaming and creaming, again, this Nagato hasn't learned his lesson, and we smack him again for a heavy, heavy amount of damage there, and he is almost gone. Man, I just love farming Nagatos. I really do. But, yeah. Another downside about the Kansas is, I think I actually have honestly covered most of it. The armor's iffy, and the maneuverability is iffy. And the speed, obviously, is pretty bad overall for a battleship. So, but I think the strengths of this ship, aka the guns, outweigh the weaknesses. If you can manage to put yourself in a good position and not be like the super center of attention, you can have a good time with this thing. The guns are good. Like, even right there, the accuracy was really good. Unfortunately, a lot of those hit the island, but those came out of the barrels looking absolutely clean as hell. We did manage to hit that Algerie. Unfortunately, since it's French, it has, French magic armor, so, no armor, best armor. Didn't really do anything to him, unfortunately. So, yeah. Anyhow, we seem to be doing pretty good in the points. Like, we have a 100-point lead right now. We have one of their battleships taken out. I believe it's their Nagato that got absolutely fucked. And basically now I am just out here in a very, very, very good position. I am taking full advantage of this target-rich environment. We've got a Constellation out there with all that beautiful damage to farm. We got an Algerie with no camo that's gonna run out of luck. He's gonna run out of luck. I'm just waiting for it, and we shoot all of our guns, all 12 16-inch guns, downrange at him. He ran aground into that battleship, and we absolutely smacked the fuck out of him. He is so unbelievably lucky that he did not get dev struck. RNG came in and said, "We will leave you alive for a little bit longer," and which ultimately resulted in the kill getting yoinked. I got robbed. I got straight up robbed, left him on no health. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. He is down. That's our second assist of the game, and now we have our guns reloaded. Oh yeah, that's another bad thing about the Kansas. The reload is bad. 34-second reload currently on my build, I think. Yeah, pretty long reload. The average reload for a 16-inch gun at this tier is around 30 seconds. So 4 seconds extra on the reload, it hurts. But you know what else hurts? These shells. So, I mean, I don't know. It seems like all of these weaknesses, it makes up for it with these guns. These guns are just absolutely and utterly disgusting in almost every way. So long as, you know, you're not getting completely shafted by RNG, right? I don't know. Every time I seem to play this ship, Kansas, it usually goes down pretty well for me, so long as I'm not the center of attention and I can get into a good position and just smack people. Like, Kansas has always been pretty fun for me. And I think a lot of people kind of, like, forgot about it. People sleep on the Kansas. People just see a Kansas, they're like, oh, it's not going to do anything, right? You know, that mentality, you got to be careful, man, because Kansas can surprise you. Like, this thing can really pack a punch, dude. And we talked about this, I think, yesterday in the video before, talking about the Kansas being able to smack people. But yeah. Anyway, we got a Nebraska out here. I'm trying to get the auto aim to stop being so finicky. And we shoot all of our 12 16-inch guns yet again out, and let's see what we can do here. And we get a couple penetrations there for 10,000 damage. Not too bad at all. The enemy team right now not doing too healthy in terms of points. We have 3 caps. We are, though, however, pretty equal on ships. So we have to be careful. This still could go any way, right? The enemy could easily pull this back if they pull their head out of their ass and start killing us, but obviously, unfortunately for them, that's just not going to happen, especially since I am here. And, you know, I'm not a dummy. I see that this Scharnhorst is charging at me. Why would the Scharnhorst charge at me? Well, he has torpedoes, right? We know this because, well, I play Scharnhorst. And if you know your ships, you can do things like I'm doing and, you know, countering it, right? So I know the Scharnhorst has torpedoes, so what am I doing? I'm turning away. I'm not going towards him. I'm not feeding into his bullshit. I see a German battleship, what do? I just turn the fuck away, and I pummel them with these 12 16-inch guns. That's all you need to do. And as you guys can see, smacked. It's 9,000 damage, got our high caliber metal, and smacked again for another 7,000 damage. And down he goes. That is our first kill of the game, like 8 minutes in. Yeah, 130,000 damage with a high cal, smacking people around, and that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is what Kansas does best. It just smacks the shit out of people. And I love it. You know, you have 12 16-inch guns. It follows the throw enough shit at the wall. Some of it is bound to stick, right? If you like the low tier, like New Mexico's and Tennessee's and California's, basically that is what Kansas is, but at tier 7 with bigger guns that do this. Yeah. Devastating strike on a battleship, on that Constipation. We just absolutely wrecked that guy. Yeah, he was like, oh, I'm going to turn broadside. I need to turn away. And you turn broadside to possibly one of the worst ships at tier 7 to turn broadside to. A Kansas. 12 16-inch high velocity 50 caliber guns. Maybe not high velocity, but still nonetheless. You don't want to turn broadside to a fucking Kansas. It almost never works out for you unless RNG is shafting the Kansas. But in this game for me, for the most part, my ship has been working very well. Just look at that shell hit to shell damage ratio. 68 shell hits, 180,000 damage so far. And yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, for the rest of the game, that is what we end on. 180,655 damage. There's nothing left for me to do. Basically, for the rest of the game, it is just Sailing Simulator. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is do a little bit of fast forwarding magic, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. Alrighty, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the game and the end of the video. 180,000 damage, not too shabby in the Kansas. And let's take a look at the team result. Only 2,400 base XP, but hey, the whole team did pretty well, so I guess that's probably why. But yeah, anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Kansas is just an absolute beast. Here's the commander, William Sims, free to play. We're running Andrew Cunningham and Otto Ciliax. As inspirations, we've got Flammable Cannoneer, Gyroiding Drill Bits, Marksmanship, and Properly Meticulous. Don't know why I'm running that. Gonna switch that over. But anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. Have a great one, everybody. See ya.